Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, I just thought I'd briefly make a quick video, guys, pre-record before going to bed, because like I said yesterday, today is actually my birthday, and I don't think I'm going to be mentally competent enough to make a video tonight, because I do plan on having a couple of sherbets, as you tend to do on your birthday, so I'm going to be a bit non-compos mentis. And what spurred me on initially to make this video was a post that I put in my community tab. It must have been about half an hour ago to 40 minutes ago, something like that. It was a Daily Mail article from middle of November this year about how your bacon sandwich is killing you somehow and how to make it more healthy. And that's what initially spurred me on, and to explain how I live my life, how I am pleased about how I have lived my life, and hopefully when I'm on my deathbed I can look back and be pleased about how I lived my life. Now, I'm well aware on this planet there are these people who take health and fitness to another level. They eat vegetables every day, they take vitamins, they do daily exercises, they go on jogs and runs, they go to the gym on a daily basis, and I'll give them their due, they do look good for it. They look healthy, look a picture of health, they're all muscular and lean and stuff like that. And they will probably have about 15 or 20 years more life than I probably will. I've said in a couple of videos in the past, I do have a beer gut. It's nothing humongous. You can see in my body and my face, I am not overly or morbidly obese, but I do have what today's society would call a dad bod. A little bit of a pot belly, small boobies. What are you going to do about it? But as I said to you before, I have lived my life the way I want to live it, right? It's like what I said on that cigarette video just a few days ago about the illegal sale of tobacco and cigarettes. The people who smoke know the risks that they run by continually smoking. They know it's going to bring about possibly some form of cancer or some other disease. They know it's detrimental to their health, but it's a habit, it's a vice, and most people, most smokers out there enjoy smoking. They are willing to take the risks that smoking cigarettes carries with it. And I've run pretty much the same in my life. I smoked from the age of about 13 years old up until I was about in my mid-20s. Once I met my missus and we pumped out our first kid, I wanted to give up smoking because I didn't want to run the risk of getting cancer in my life. At least I wanted to cut it by about 5 or 10%. But that's the only real change that I've made in my entire life. Since my early 20s to late teens to now, I've pretty much lived exactly the same. I enjoy red meat. I enjoy steaks. I enjoy beef. I enjoy pork. I enjoy bacon. And I'm well aware that all these meats are detrimental to your health. But again, like the smokers, I am willing to run that risk. I am willing to possibly knock off 10 years of my life for the lifestyle that I lead. I still like having a drink. I still like deep frying chips. I don't do air fryers. Them air fryers are a con. They say they like fried chips. I've had them. They are nothing like deep fried chips. Now, I only have deep fried chips once in a blue moon, probably 2-3 times a month at the most. But when I do have them, I enjoy them. I love to eat them when they are on my plate. I love to mop up my steak juice when I'm having steak and chips. I like to dip them into my fried egg when I'm having a fried egg. I don't like oven chips. Oven chips are like pale, floppy excuses of chips that look anemic. They just look unhealthy to eat. I don't like the taste of them. I don't like the look of them. I like getting my fat fryer out, crisping up them chips so they're crisp on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Like I say, I enjoy a steak, even though I know the cholesterol's high and I know it's not very good for your health. But I love to chew on a piece of steak and feel the juices and the blood in my mouth and swallowing that fucking lovely, glorious taste. But again, I know I am running the risk of it becoming unhealthy. But I can lay on my deathbed, look back at my life, and know I've lived my life to the full. I know that I have enjoyed all the blessings that Mother Nature gives human beings on this planet. Because let's face it, right, guys, all the things we enjoy, all the things that tend to taste good, all the things that set the endorphins in our brain on overdrive are bad for us. Booze, red meats, cigarettes, and a whole host of other things. Recreational drugs, if that's your thing, so be it. More power to you. It's not really my thing, never has been. I've had a little bit of the wacky backy and a few lines of the devil's snore in my time, and that's as far as I've ever gone. It's not really appealed to me, but the rest of the things I do love enjoying. Now, I'm not sitting here, guys, and telling you you should be sat on your ass doing nothing, be absolutely sedentary and eating gorges and gorges of shit, eating takeaways every single day, gorging yourself on crisps, sweets, cake, building yourself, getting yourself so out of shape that you are the size of a house. All I'm doing is explaining how I've lived my life. I enjoy the luxuries, like I said, that Mother Nature throws at us humans, but I do it on a then and then basis, occasionally. I still have butter. I don't like margarine. I like whole milk, full fat milk. I like red meats, like I've said before. I like fried eggs instead of fucking poached or boiled. I like all the unhealthy things, but I have them occasionally as part of a balanced diet. And yeah, it's probably still going to kill me quicker than someone that hits the gym and takes vitamins and only eats vegetables. I don't want to spend the last years in some kind of, old folks home, sitting in my own piss and shit, way into my fucking 90s, getting my ass wiped by some 19-year-old Nigerian with some form of dementia, not knowing what fucking planet I'm on, not knowing who my fucking family are, anything like that. Ideally, I'd like to pass away gracefully around about 75, 80 years old would be fantastic. And I do think the life that I lead will grant me that end of life. These health freaks, vitamin freaks, yada yada yada, will live probably way into the fucking 90s and probably into the hundreds, where your body starts degrading. There's no denying that. Your knees start aching, your family can't look after you anymore because you're too much of a, I'm not going to say burden, but too much hard work. So you end up getting shoved in a home. That's the last thing I want. I've been with my missus now for almost 20 years. We've pumped out some kids. Not as many kids as I would like, but my missus isn't a cat. I can't expect her to have a litter. But we've done our bit. We've done our bit to try and preserve what we want to preserve in this country. And that's people like me and you. We have a few kids that's going to be coming into this world, growing into this world, and hopefully carrying it on, so to speak. It's imperative, I've said this before, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, guys. It's imperative that young white couples get married, for fuck's sake, get married, settle down and have children. Don't let your careers and your job aspects be the be all and end all, because you will get to a stage, particularly women, where you get into your mid 30s, possibly early 40s, you've excelled in your career, you're at the top of your fucking ladder, but unfortunately your biological clock has stopped ticking and you're no longer able to have children. You've missed out on that one thing that most women die for, is a family and babies. And women now, they just put careers above everything else. I'm getting way off on a tangent here. I'm going to stop, guys. I just wanted to make this video just to make you understand how I live my life. And again, I've got to reiterate again, my friends, don't think what I'm saying is to be sedentary, lazy bastard, like, what's that sketch of Harry Enfield and Chums? Wayne and Waynetta? I can't remember the name of the sketch. You know what I'm talking about. Kathy Burke and Harry Enfield. The Slobs, I think that's what they're called. sit on their ass on a council house, claiming benefits, eating pizzas, takeaways, and just generally not moving and putting on so much weight. I'm not saying you should do that. All I'm saying is enjoy the good things in life, but in moderation. Don't gorge yourself, otherwise you will end up built like a house and you have to get a winch from the fire department to get you out of the fucking house. I've seen some of these videos of some people in America and other places across the world who are huge, like 500 stone or something ridiculous like that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is enjoy your life, even if it means living about 10 years less. Just think, those 10 years more, you could end up in nappies. You could end up a complete burden on the state, on your family. It's best to just, 75, 80, possibly 85. When your mind starts going and your bowels and your bladder start going, yeah, that's time out, basically, my friends. So, yeah, bit of a weird one. I thought I'd talk into a camera for, what are we on, 10 minutes, and just talk to you guys. Let me know how you live your lives and how you see things. Do you see things the same as me? Are you one of these health gurus who goes for jogs every day and hits the gym every single day? Please let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to hear a whole host of different opinions and tell me when and how I'm going to die. Interesting. Anyway, carpe diem, my friends. Look after yourselves, enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.